Hey guys, so just got back from seeing two movies today. I got a busy weekend coming ahead of me, so I want to get these reviews done as soon as possible. I actually go back to work for the first time in a month tomorrow. I have to get up and crack of dawn, so I want to get to bed as soon as possible. So, first movie I saw was Nobody 2, the sequel to Nobody. Um, and up until a couple of days ago, I had actually not seen Nobody One, the first Nobody. I don't know why. Like, it's one of those movies that I don't. People ask me like, why the hell, you know, did it take you this long to see Nobody? And I'm like, I don't know. And it's like it. I think mainly it had to do with the fact that it came out at a weird period of time in 2021 when theaters were still kind of closed. Some theaters were opening, and I was also working a job where I was working 7 days a week, and so I really barely got to see movies. And when I did, I had like pick and choose what I saw. So this one slipped by me, and I've heard really good things about it and it looked pretty good. And I watched it a couple days ago. I really enjoyed Nobody. It was a really fun little movie. It is a has the problem of being a John Wick kind of knockoff kind of film. That's been the main complaint. There's a lot of those nowadays. I think we just get used to it. I mean, at the end of the day, man, like John Wick, it just shows how big of an influence John Wick has had on the action genre over the last decade or so. We have a lot of like knockoffs of those. It happens every decade when you get a popular movie, and every movie that follows tries to copy that same exact formula. I liked it though. There's a lot of things I liked about it. So yeah, I was looking forward to this one. It like the trailers looked fun, and there was a lot of things that made me excited to watch it. And yeah, I thought I might be in a minority with this one, but kind of going off and having watched both back to back, and in a very short span of time, I kind of like this one better. Just a little bit. I'm not saying I hated like that doesn't mean I hate first Nobody. I really like the first Nobody. I kind of like right now, like as it stands, kind of like this one. It's just a little bit better. Um, it kind of expands. It does what I was hoping that this would do, and that is kind of take the idea from the original and kind of go more into it and have a lot more fun with it. And this movie does. Um, Bob Odenkirk is so great. Like, he's so great, and he's an easily likable dude, and he's easily convincible as a just an everybody average Joe who just so happens, I guess, to have a really violent past. That was one thing I didn't like about the. It's like honestly, I kind of liked the first one that he like it started out where he's just an average guy that just snaps one day, like kind of like falling down. It was reminded like falling down, and he just snaps after his home gets invaded. But then like it also because it's a John Wick spinoff or knockoff. He obviously has got to be like a secret badass that no one knew about. He's really good in this movie, though. He's really good in the last two movies. Like you got Christopher Lloyd again is awesome. Connie Nielsen, I love the chemistry between Connie Nielsen and Bob Odenkirk. Really good. She gets to have some pretty cool moments in this movie. She gets to shine a lot in this movie. I like that a lot. She's really awesome as an actress. Um, Sharon Stone is the villain in this movie, and it's can't be Sharon Stone. It's Basic Instincts 2 Sharon Stone. It's Catwoman Sharon Stone. She's just being campy and over the top, and I kind of love it. She know like I think she's just kind of like become to like Nicolas Cage, and she's embraced the ridiculousness of some of her performances and just has fun with it. She's having fun. Every time she was on screen, she was awesome in this movie. I thought she was a lot of fun. I really loved the hell. It was nice seeing Sharon Stone in something again, man. It's been a long time. Um, and like I said, it's an over top campy role that she's doing. Um, I like this movie, and this movie does do what a lot of sequels like this do, and that it tries to just do the exact same thing from the first movies. Like I said, I just watched the first one back to back with this, and it's kind of noticeable. Like the first one had that great scene on the bus that was just one of the most phenomenal action sequences. This one has a scene like that on a duck boat, and the most least observant people I've ever fucking seen that don't notice like these guy beating the shit out of these guys like behind them. It's pretty fucking funny. Yeah, that is pretty funny. Um, I highly doubt that that would have been possible. That nobody would have noticed that, turned around and saw that. But whatever. That's just a nitpick. That's just being stupid. Um, and then like what was the other thing that was like similar from the first one? I mean, this movie has an action. I like the action, the end action set piece better in this one than the first one. I like the ending like action scene better in this one than the first one. Like this one takes place in an amusement park, and they set it up, rigged it up like it's like fucking with explosives and shit like that. Like they're like ball pits or like land mines in them and shit like that. It's fucking great. Really great scene. I think they did a better job having more fun, like final action scene than the first one did. I like the first one too, but yeah. Um, but yeah, I really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. This movie's a lot of fun, man. It's like these. I could see. I'm on board if they ever want to keep making more of these, man. Like after I watched the first one, I was like, yeah, I can see this becoming a franchise. I'm on board for that. I like it's I like the idea that it's four guys. It's basically a movie vacation, but an action movie like happens in the middle of it. So they just happen upon an action movie. I like the hell out of it. I give it a B plus. It's all he's a B plus. I love the hell. I like that movie a lot. Um, yeah, these movies are pretty fun. I like the Nobody movies. They're pretty fun. I hope that we get more of these. I don't know how this will do. There was only one other person in the theater. It was 1:20 in the afternoon. So like on a Friday. So that doesn't mean that this movie ain't gonna do well. I've had movies where I've gone and there's nobody in there and it's done well multiple times. So yeah, so that's as far as Nobody too. I got one more review to do and then I'll talk to you guys later.